Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I did a video on anything, and I apologize. I will get back to making videos. I've had some stuff going on. But in the meantime, I want to show you something that I made for Mrs. ADHD. It's this thing. I made it for her greenhouse. I think she likes it so far. I'll make her do a review on it. But what I'll do is I'll take this apart and I'll go through it piece by piece, and then I'll show you the code that I used on the Arduino part of it. I'm not going to go through and rewrite everything because it's long and I'm not doing it again. I'll just go step by step through it. So stick with me and see what we come up with. Okay, so I didn't take it completely apart. I'm not going to. But you can see the innards of it. The brain behind it is an Arduino Mega 2560 or 2650 or something like that. It's got a Elego TFT touchscreen that I'm using for for the screens to do the readout. Down here I got actually I'll show you. It's some of this solderable half breadboards from electro cooking, and a power supply just like this one. I used a lot of standoffs to make it look clean. One of the sensors that I'm using is a DHT11, and I just hot glued it to a piece of plastic that I used. It's powered by a 9-volt, and it's also got this soil moisture sensor. Down here on the solderable breadboard, I just soldered in some of these pins, and then I jumpered it from the breadboard over here, and I had to use some of these 90 degree pins with the plastic taken off so I could get the jumper wires into the Arduino. It's real simple how it works. I took my and the case is actually, I don't know if you can see, actually says Elego on it because this case, it was actually one of my Arduino kits that I used, that I got a long time ago. So I say it was simple. It took me a couple days to do it because I wanted to do it right, and I hope I did. So let's just go ahead and put it back together. And the reason why I went with that kind of power supply is because it's got a button on it, and I can turn it on. She can turn it on and off just by hitting the button. I like using these plastic standoffs and the screws. They're more forgiving than the brass ones because I don't have a fancy desktop CNC. So sometimes my measurements are a little bit off, and these are more forgiving. They'll bend, and I can just leave them all loose till I get them all started, and then they'll all tighten down okay. Let me plug this in while I'm thinking about it. And there we go. It's all back together. Let's see if we can. There we go. See if it'll show up. Let me turn this brightness down. Actually, let me just turn that off. Okay, there we go. So it shows up right here. And check it. You know, this moisture sensor, and I can tell the moisture sensor is working. Then we're done, just turn it off, and everything turns off. Just kind of wrap this cable up like that. There we go. Now I'll take y'all into the coding part. Okay, so this is the code. It is. Let's come down here. It is extremely long. So I had to include all the different libraries for the DHT11, the TFT. Had to declare a lot of stuff. And this is a setup. Down in the loop, I just made a bunch of functions instead of trying to loop everything. I just made these functions like read temp, read moisture, TFT data, print data. I'll go kind of slow in case y'all need to see this, but a lot of this is in the built-in examples that you can get. I say it's a lot of code. It is for me. I don't know about anybody else, but that's it. Um, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Um, Let me know what kind of project y'all want me to do next. Um, just remember, have fun, stay safe, don't be afraid to try something new.